Joe Biden does not have a plan. He does not know what is going on, and everybody knows this. Conservatives have known this forever. His own party now knows this. And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about all the people that are supporting him, like all the people that are in close quarters with Joe Biden as a president, like everybody that's within his circle. I'm not necessarily talking about his supporters throughout the United States. I'm talking about like his inner circle. They know that he doesn't know what's going on. And it's evident every time he opens his mouth. He proves over and over again that he does not know what is going on. Okay, he didn't have a proper plan in place when it came to evacuating people from Afghanistan, evacuating the troops and the resources from Afghanistan. He didn't have a plan when he came out and said that we are going to beat this virus. No plan. It's all just gibberish. It's all just nonsense. And like I said, every time he opens his mouth, he just proves it over and over again. Last week, Joe Biden had a one-on-one interview with NBC News, and he was asked what his plan was in regards to evacuating United States citizens from Ukraine. Here was his response.
Plans toward American citizens who are in Ukraine and might be there during an invasion. What scenarios would you put American troops to rescue and get Americans out?
There's not. That's a world war. When Americans and Russians start shooting at one another, we're in a very different world than we've ever been in.
Not even on behalf of simply evacuating Americans.
No. How do you do that? How do you even find them?
What do you mean? What do you mean, how do we do that? You tell us. You tell me. Aren't you the president? Aren't you the commander-in-chief? Do you not have a plan? Do you not have any idea of what you're going to do if the situation escalates? And this is what makes me so mad, folks, is that every time the Biden administration tries to address a problem, they act like the United States has no control, like we don't have any resources. Do we not have the ability? Do we not have the resources? Do we not have the manpower or the military power to help our own people out? To do what needs to be done? Did it all just disappear the moment Joe Biden took office? It is not the manpower that has disappeared. It is not the military power. It is not the resources or the ability that has disappeared. It is the backbone that has disappeared. The lack of leadership is the problem. The fact that Biden is not able to comprehend what is going on, much less look our enemies in the eye and tell them exactly what's going to happen if they don't do what we want. And that's why we needed Trump. Trump was the barrier. Trump was the deterrent. He was not afraid to look our enemies in the eye. You know, if Putin was threatening the United States and Donald Trump was president, he'd be saying, we're going to get exactly what we want, or we're going to meet you out there in the battlefield and we're going to curb stomp you. But hey, you know, at least we got somebody that doesn't send out mean tweets. At least we have Joe Biden, right? It doesn't matter that we could potentially be on the cusp of World War III. At least we have somebody who is nice. At least we have somebody who is politically correct. And everybody hated, the media hated Trump, the Democrats hated Trump, the left hated Trump. And they traded him in for somebody who doesn't even know what's going on. And America has already suffered for this. Like just with our economy, within the United States, America has suffered. But we could suffer things much worse, like a potential altercation with Russia, because of Joe Biden's weakness. Let me read you something that Trump said a few years ago when he was responding to the threats that North Korea was making against the United States. He said, quote, "They will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before. You see the difference. You see the contrast. You see the difference between Trump and Biden. Somebody that has a backbone, somebody that has courage, somebody that is not going to back down, somebody who's going to do whatever needs to be done to help the American people out. That was what Trump was offering. Was he perfect? No, but I know he wouldn't leave people behind. I know he wouldn't leave American citizens behind in Afghanistan. I know he wouldn't leave resources behind in the hands of terrorists. I know he wouldn't leave people behind in Ukraine, American citizens behind in Ukraine, to suffer whatever kind of fate Russia has in store for them. Okay, I might not know a lot, folks, but I know that the United States should not leave people behind, and we should not cower in fear. We should not be hiding. We should be standing tall against the threats that are being made against us and the people of the United States across the world. That is what I do know. And I do know that Trump would not put up with this if he was in office. But this is what we wanted. This is what America wanted. They wanted somebody nice. They wanted somebody politically correct. This is what we got. This is what you voted for, people. This is what America wanted.